So let's look at some linear simultaneous equations where we have three variables. So you can see, looking at the sheet, for example, if I look at the second question here, we've got three different equations, and each of the equations is linear because, you know, every variable x, y's, and z's only appears to the power of 1. We don't have any squares or square roots or cubes or x, y's or anything like this. So they're all linear equations, but as you can see, we have three of them with three different variables. So we're just going to look at a method of how to solve these. So I'm going to do question 2 for you. And the method we're going to use is the method of elimination. All right, so you've seen this method before where you had two equations and two variables. We're just extending this method to having three equations with three variables. So let's have a look at question 2 here. So question 2, 3x plus 2y plus z is 7, x minus 2y plus z is minus 1, and 2x plus y plus 2z is 3. We need to solve for x, y, and z. So as you can see, I've written the three equations here already. So what I recommend to do is to label each equation. You're going to have a lot of equations in this method. You're going to have 7 or 8 equations. So it's a good idea to label them just to keep track of them. So I'm just calling the first equation, equation 1, the second one, equation 2, and the third one, equation 3. So what we're going to do is we are going to take two equations to begin with, any of the two, and eliminate a letter. So the easiest thing to do right now would be to take equations 1 and 2 and to get rid of the y's here, to eliminate the y's, because you have a plus 2y and a minus 2y. So if I add equation 1 and 2, then I'm going to get a situation where I cancel my y's. So that's what I do first. So starting off with equation 1, I'm going to write that down again here. So 3x plus 2y plus z is 7. And also equation 2, x minus 2y plus z is equals to minus 1. Now if I simply add these equations, 3x and x makes 4x, plus 2y minus 2y, that's no y, z plus z, so 4x plus 2z is equals to 7 minus 1, 6. So I'm going to call this equation A. This particular equation only has two variables, just an x and a z. We've eliminated the y's. So I need to do something like this again. I need to create another equation where I just have an x and a z. So I have to take a separate pair. Rather than taking 1 and 2, I either take 2 and 3 or take 1 and 3. And I have to eliminate whatever letter I've already eliminated. So since in this scenario I eliminated y's, when I take a separate pair, I also have to eliminate y's. So what I'm going to do is take equation 2 and equation 3 over here. So equation 2 was x minus 2y plus z is equals to minus 1. And equation 3 was 2x plus y plus 2z is equals to 3. Now, as you can see here, I have to eliminate the y's because I've already eliminated y's over here. I have to eliminate the y's here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take equation 3 and I'm going to multiply this equation by 2 because that will give me a plus 2y to eliminate with that minus 2y there. So I'm going to rewrite the system again. I'm going to rewrite equations 2 and 3 again. So x minus 2y plus z is equals to minus 1. And equation 3. I'm multiplying equation 3 times 2. So if I want to put that as 2 times equation 3 technically. So that's going to give me 4x plus 2y plus 4z is equals to 6. So then adding these two equations, x and 4x, that gives me 5x. And my minus 2y, my plus 2y, eliminate each other. Z plus 4z plus 5z is equals to minus 1 and 6, 5. So I'm going to call this equation B. Now having a look here, if you have a look at equation A, which I have here, and equation B, which I have here, they are two equations with two variables, x and z. So we're in a familiar situation here. We know well how to continue from here, how to solve the situation where you've got two equations and two variables. So I am going to take equations A and B and just rewrite them on the next page and figure out how to solve this system. So we have, what we're going to do here is I'm going to take equation A and multiply it by 5. And I'm going to take equation B and multiply it by minus 2. Okay, So when I do that, I'll rewrite my equations. So 5 times the equation A is going to be 20x plus 10z equals 30. And then minus 2 times equation B is going to be minus 10x minus 10z equals minus 10. Now, adding these two lines, I'm going to get 10x equals 30 minus 10, 20. So therefore, x is equals to 2. So there's my first solution. X is equals to 2. Once you get your first solution, you fill back into A or B then. Fill back into either equation A or equation B to get the next solution. So I'm going to fill back into equation A. So filling back into equation A, 4x, 4 times 2 plus 2z is equals to 6. So 8 plus 2z is equals to 6. 2z, 6 minus 8. 2z is equals to minus 2. So z is equals to minus 1. So there's my second solution. Once you have two solutions and you're looking for the third, you'll fill back into either equation 1, equation 2, or equation 3. Whichever one you prefer, whichever one you think is easier. It doesn't make a difference. Filling back into either equation 1, equation 2, or equation 3. So I'll fill back into equation 1. 3x plus 2y plus z is 7. So equation 1, 3x plus 2y plus z equals 7. And I know what x and z already are. I just have to find y. So 3 times 2 plus 2y plus minus 1 is equals to 7. So 6 plus 2y minus 1 is 7. 5 plus 2y is 7. 2y is 7 minus 5. So therefore 2y is 2. Y is equals to 1. So there is my third solution. So there you have it. With our system of simultaneous equations, we had 3 equations with 3 different variables, and we found our 3 solutions: x equals, y equals, z equals. And looking back, x was equals to 2, y was equals to 1, and z was equals to minus 1. So x is equals to 2, y is 1, and z is minus 1. So that is how you solve simultaneous equations where you have 3 linear simultaneous equations with 3 variables. We use the method of elimination. And as you've already seen, it's very important to keep it tight. As I said, a good idea is to label your equations as you go through. Really, why this is a good idea is if you make a mistake later on, it's very easy to make a mistake somewhere down the way here. And if you have all your equations labeled, it's a lot easier to track where you might have made your mistake. So once you have your 3 solutions figured out, the best thing for you guys to do is have a look at some more of these and practice them, and you can check your solutions on the website. Please subscribe for more detailed and worked solutions.